Are you a tenant with a disability? If you live in a rent-regulated apartment, receive an income of $50,000 a year or less, and receive federal assistance like SSI or SSDI, you may be able to freeze your rent. In this video, we'll show you how to apply for the NYC Rent Freeze Program for tenants with disabilities, also known as the Disability Rent Increase Exemption, or DRIE. If you need an application, the fastest and easiest way to get it is from our website. Go to nyc.gov/rentfreeze or contact 311. Applications and comprehensive guides are also available in Bengali, Chinese, Haitian Creole, Korean, Russian, and Spanish.
What are the eligibility requirements?
To qualify, you must be at least 18 years old, rent an apartment that is either rent-controlled, rent-stabilized, hotel-stabilized, Mitchell-Lama, limited dividend, redevelopment, HDFC co-op, or Section 213 co-op. Be named on the lease or rent order, or you must have been granted succession rights. Have a total household income of $50,000 or less after allowable deductions. Pay more than 1/3 of the household monthly income for rent. Receive SSI, SSDI, VA disability pension, VA compensation, or disability-related Medicaid. However, tenants who live in private homes, a New York City Housing Authority development, and/or receive Section 8 rental subsidies do not qualify for rent freeze benefits.
Application information.
Now let's get started filling out the application. Make sure not to skip any lines or leave anything blank. Number 1, write your first name, then last name. 2, write your address. 3, your street name. 4, your apartment number. 5, your city. 6, your zip code. 7, your telephone number. 8, your email address, if you have one. 9, your date of birth. You'll need to send in your proof of age when you mail in this application. Send in a copy, not the original, of either your birth certificate, driver's license, a passport from any country, or other government-issued ID with your date of birth. Number 10, indicate the total number of rooms and windows in your apartment. Do not count bathrooms. For example, in a studio apartment, you have 1 room. 11, check 1 indicating your apartment type. Rent stabilized, rent controlled, rent regulated room or hotel, HDFC co-op, Section 213 co-op, or Mitchell-Lama. 12, check all that applies to your rent increase. A 1-year renewal lease, a 2-year renewal lease, fuel, building improvement, major capital improvements, also known as MCI, carrying charge increase, temporary surcharge or assessment, maximum collectible rent, or other reason. 13, specify which federal disability benefits you receive. Check all that apply. SSI, SSDI, VA disability pension / VA compensation, or disability-related Medicaid. 14, have you ever applied for the rent freeze program before? Check yes or no. If you check yes, enter the ID number if you have it.
Tenant representative.
You can have copies of your rent freeze notices sent to another person in addition to yourself. You can pick anyone who lives anywhere. This way, if you ever miss a notice or misplace your mail, this person will also get a copy. We strongly recommend that you list someone here to make sure you don't miss any notices. Number 1, write their name. Number 2, their email address. 3, their address number. 4, street name. 5, apartment number. 6. Their city. 7. Their zip code. And 8. Their telephone.
Household members and income.
This section can be challenging, so please follow along carefully. You must list everyone who lives in your household, including yourself. Write down all of your income, including the income of your co-tenants. If you have a boarder, don't include them as a household member, but you must include the rent they pay you as income. The income should be for the calendar year prior to the application. For example, if you're applying in 2015, list all income received in 2014 in the appropriate boxes. And when you mail in your application, you'll need to attach copies of all income documentation. Under household members, the first line refers to you. Fill in your Social Security number. Write down all income received in each box that applies. Social Security income, SSA, SSI, or SSD, VA benefits, any wages, interest and dividends and/or pension income, public assistance, and any other income you might have received. If you have a co-tenant, write their info here. Each person that lives with you needs to be listed. Fill in their name, date of birth, relationship to you, and their Social Security number. If more than 3 people live with you, their info must be provided on a separate sheet.
Certification.
In this section, you're certifying that to the best of your knowledge and belief, all information provided on this application is true, correct, and complete. After reading, just sign and print your name, then date it. At this point, review your checklist before you mail this in. Did you complete all questions on the application? Did you sign and date the application? Did you include a copy of your Social Security or VA Disability Award letter specifying the benefit award date? Did you include proof of your age? For rent-stabilized apartments, did you include a copy of your prior and current lease signed by both you and your landlord? For rent-controlled apartments, did you include a copy of the Notice of Maximum Collectible Rent and the certification of fuel cost adjustment for the prior and current year? For rent-regulated rooms and hotels, did you include a copy of a rent increase letter signed by your landlord and a copy of the DHCR rent history or DHCR apartment registration? For Mitchell-Lama, Section 213 Co-op and HDFC Co-op apartments, did you include a rent printout or letter from your management office specifying the start date and the amount of your most recent rent increase? For building improvements, did you include a copy of the building improvement increase, also known as the MCI order? Did you include proof of income for all household members, including yourself and co-tenants, for the calendar year prior to the application? Proof of income includes, but is not limited to, income tax returns if filed. Send your entire tax return, including all of the schedules. Social Security benefit statement, SSA, SSI, SSD. IRA annuity statement, including earnings statement. Pension statement. Signed letter from boarder stating rental payments. 1099 and/or W-2 statement. Public assistance budget statement. Student status letter for any non-working students living in your household. Signed letter from a friend or family member stating the amount of monetary assistance given to you. And finally, please make sure to keep a copy of your application for your records. If you need help or have questions, please contact 311 or email DRIE@finance.nyc.gov. You can also receive help and language assistance by visiting our walk-in center at 66 John Street, 3rd floor, New York, New York. We're open Monday through Friday between 8:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. For more information, go to nyc.gov/rentfreeze.